It is a good day to try hard. And I feel like I'm actually interested in trying to just play Esper Control. Is that too dirty? Is that too much filth? Is that wrong? Am I a wrong person for wanting to do that? I think I want to play some Esper Control. It's kind of a filthy choice, but let me actually show you the deck listeroo. We get fired up here. Alright, let's see here. Where is Esper Control? Export. Copy the list. Import. Such a good feature. Imported deck. Esper Control. This is the correct list if it's running God-Eternal Kefnet. Regardless. Oh, this is an interesting list. I just peeled one straight off the net deckin'. But it has a lot of the expected components to an Esper Control list, right? We got the absorbs to counter, some negate-like card, you know, something like Syncopate is fine too. Kaya's Wrath to sweep and clear. We have some spot removal things like Tyrant's Scorn, Mortify, Vraska's Contempt. But with the addition of the new set, really it's a couple all-stars in the form of Narset Parter of Veils that lets us... Why is this a 61 card list? What weirdo put in the 61 card list? Why? Is that actually 76 cards? Whatever. That's fine. With the addition of the new Narset, this is so good in control versus control matchups because your opponent can't draw more than one card a turn, so you just kind of shut down a ton of really scary anti-control threats like Hydroid Krasis. Your opponent can't draw past their initial draw card. There's like a lot of main phase draw stuff that exists in the non-blue decks, like red, green, even Simic. These things are like so obnoxious to deal with without Narset. And now you got Narset. Ba-boom! Teferi Time Raveler. Also, each opponent can only cast spells anytime they could cast a sorcery. The Shutter Downer of Defunder. So this is like the combination of things that just chokes out opponents, right? If you are main phase drawing, you don't get to do that. If you are then trying to draw on my turn, nah, can't do anything instant speed. Everything else is kind of interesting, I think, as a result. Chemister's Insight used to be the big card draw for Esper Control. Chemister's Insight and Teferi, Hero of Dominaria. But here we only run one Chemister's Insight because, consequently, we can get so much card draw from Narset, so much card draw from Teferi, so much card draw from Teferi, Hero of Dominaria. I actually think this Eternal God Kefnet is really weird in this deck. This actually makes such little sense to me that I'm going to cut it. Like, why would this be here? This really doesn't make sense to me at all. Goodbye. Some of the other things that I think are cool is Oath of Kaya. That it's a great way to damage 3, gain 3. It's a win condition. I mean, sure, but like this is a win condition as well. So is this. We really don't need that many win cons. If you guys want me to run the 61 card deck, man, you got it. We're going to run the 61 card deck. Again, this is a very weird card. This is a very weird card to include in this because it doesn't really activate any of our stuff. Because, I mean, the ability for this, outside of just being a 4/5 flyer that continually recurs, well, maybe that's actually just it. Maybe it's just the fact that it continuously recurs and it's just, there's no way to deal with it. Emergency Powers is also eminently cuttable, but we're going to run it because we're awesome. Sideboard makes a bunch of sense. There's a ton of Planeswalker decks. Let's run a pair of Elder Spells. This is for the aggros. This is for the Durases. Kaya Orzhov Usurper is pretty solid card against... excuse me. Kaya Orzhov Usurper. Really good against the Phoenix decks. Same with Ashiok Dreamrender. Thief of Sanity we board in versus the counter control matchups. See, again, okay, so let me just talk about this briefly. This is when you reveal an instant or sorcery card copy that card, and you may cast the copy. The copy costs 2 less to cast. Let's ignore the copy costs 2 less to cast. What here is this actually valuable for? It's not valuable for Dovin's Veto, because it's a counter spell. It technically could be useful for Tyrant's Scorn, but this is 2 hard-colored mana, 1 blue, 1 black. So this is like turn 6 only. Well, not turn 6 only. This is like turn 5 and on only. Kaya's Wrath, we could technically cast. We would immediately blow up our Kefnet, so, you know, sure. Outside of this, it's basically, it's really just the Thought Erasures and just the Kaya's Wrath. And Chemister's Insight as well. I mean, technically there's some other spot removals. But I mean, like, you know, again, Kaya's Wrath is kind of conditional. Yeah. No Thief of Sanity? It's right there. It's right there. Vona, Butcher of Magan, I don't think I understand too much. I don't actually super get a lot of the sideboarding options, but I'm just going to fire it up. So there's a lot of, like, literal instants and sorceries, but almost all of them are responsive, which is what makes it really weird. What card are we cutting to go down to 60? Are you kidding me, man? We were running this as is. Green Deca. Narset Esper Control. The name uses banned words. What? The name uses banned words? Narset Esper Control. Wow. Is Narset a banned word? Oh, arse. It contains arse. It's like, what on earth in the fuck? Alright. Pay 2 life. Our opponent kept a very bold hand, huh? That's kind of a hilarious keep, don't you think? What do we get out of here? I'm just going to get out the very simple Dreadhorde Butcher. Alright, so we can't absorb, so let's just pay the 2 life and chill. Sucks a little bit, but, you know, what are you gonna do? Can't believe our opponent kept a 1-lander that was yoked up like that. Illumination says, any tips on dealing with exam stress? Tell me more about this stress you speak of. Alright. I think I just chill. Because if I draw another land, then I can Thought Erasure and still have Absorb up. Well, depending on what the land is. Get out of here. Oh, baby. Alright, let's do it. I'm just going to be Teferiing. I don't really know exactly what our opponent's deck is. It looks weird, so I'm not going to overthink it. This one and this one. Here comes the Thief of Sanity. Yo, what's going on with that exam stress? 5 major exams for the coming month. I've had exams for every other day for the past 2 weeks. It's the last leg of the 3rd year. Well, what I mean is, like, what is the form of the stress that's bothering you? Because there's, like, a lot of forms of stress that I'm into, man. I love high stress situations. Except when my camera isn't working, then I get really... What the hell is this deck?
That didn't pan out.
This is such a weird deck. Well, I mean, I'm definitely going to do this. 5 sure. Well, the Bedevil's going to get out. So if I plus this, then I can kill this instantly. It's probably the best play.
Hold that thought.
Give me this. I'm just going to do this now. This appears to be a very weird Grixis aggro deck that, like, curves out to Nicol Bolai. It's like an aggro deck that's using some aggro cards that you generally don't want to have in the main deck, such as Thief of Sanity and Legion Warboss.
Time for plan B. You know what? I'm not done yet.
So good. Yeah, because I mean, I feel like there's a lot of different kinds of pressure. There's the kind of pressure that's like, I'm in such a high-focused, high-intensity state that I feel like I can't think properly.
That was uncalled for.
It's probably going to go to the graveyard. It doesn't look like there's a lot of spells in here, except for maybe some Bedevils.
Let's skip to the good part.
That's a very good one. Oh, baby. Oh, yeah. Comes down and then it zaps this. Oh, Oath of Kaya is so ridiculous. There's also the, you know, like, I have had stress periods where I'm so stressed that I feel like I can't calm down and I can't, like, relax and do things like sleep. God, that's so good. Oath of Kaya with Planeswalkers. Woo.
Time for plan B.
There's also the sort of stress where, like, when you start to do the work, you get so overwhelmed you can't get through the work. I'd like a Narset. Perfect. Let's draw a thingy
No time
dingy.
for a break.
He's gonna hit this. I think the right thing to do is to play well...
I won't let you win.
No, I want God-Eternal Kefnet. There's a type of stress where you actually, like, your heart hurts and feels like health problem-wise. There's all sorts of different things, but, like, generally, a lot of the stuff that I do to help combat against stress, there's things like do a whole lot of planning. Yeah, I guess I'll just take Teferi and just discard this. Alright, super cool. I'll not reveal that.
We need to move quickly.
So, some of the things I do is I really take a ton of time to plan stuff out.
Your prowess.
Oh, interesting. Dude, I love Planeswalkers!
If I were you, I'd just surrender right.
I like to really plan stuff out. Here's what I'm going to do from this time to this time. I'm going to do this. From this time to this time, I'm going to eat. From this time to this time, I'm going to study more. From this time to this time, I'm just going to chill. And then I'm going to get up early. And then from this time to this time. Because, I mean, a lot of times when I'm feeling really behind on just stuff, I will 1000% just start like, trembling anxiously. Probably no Dovin's Veto. Despark might be useful. I don't think I want to board too aggressively against this deck. Kaya, nah. Oh, it needs to stay as a 61 card deck. You got it. Love it. I did not know that was a rule. The scheduling helps free my mind a little bit. Like, for instance, one of the nicest things that has happened in the last few weeks is starting on from the 13th all the way up to the 7th. I've just had my entire schedule known. Like, I know I'm doing match today, match tomorrow. I'm mostly walking on Thursday. I don't know what I'm doing Friday. I'm going to come back to that. But then I have What the Deck on Monday, Magic on Tuesday, Wednesday Dota. Thursday, I'm going to do some sort of special in the morning before I drive off down to E3. And so I'm going to be doing Magic Thursday. I don't know what I'm going to do on Friday. I cannot cast my cards from Mulligan. But outside of that Friday, I pretty much got it, right? I pretty much know what's up. And it's been very de-burdening because I can just completely let my brain drift off fully, and nothing can possibly invade my thought process and make me go, ooh, man. But what about the show on that day, and what about this, what about that? I find one of the biggest things that stresses me is when I feel like I have 50 things and I haven't quite come up with a really solid, clean, clear, concrete plan. And since I haven't come up with that clean, clear, concrete plan, my brain just starts going into, like, you know, vibration mode, where it's like, what do we do, 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 what do we do? You got it, man. And I know during finals time, that can happen, where you're like, I want to do a good job on finals. So you, like, start studying. And then you get tired of studying, and then you get distracted. And now because you spent all this time studying and you're distracted, then you're like, well, I kind of maybe have done enough for the night, but, like, I really should get back on the grind, man. Ugh. And you kind of get stuck debating whether to do the work or whether to relax, and then, like, you know, I wind up in situations where I sort of have, like, cascading agony, I guess I would call it, where, like, I study really hard, and then I'm like, alright, I want to unwind and chill. And then I chill until, like, 3 in the morning, and then I'm like, oh god, now I gotta get up in 3 hours and get back to work, and then I...
Just the trick for this.
Oh, this is perfect. Double white. We'll cast that sometime soon. And then the next day, I'm kind of tired, so I do not a good job studying, so then I, like, take a nap or something, and then I get up and I'm like, oh my god, my whole day is shot and all this shit. But if you can say something like, I think 4 hours of studying in the morning and 4 hours of studying in the evening is good enough. That's 8 hours a day of studying. Yay, Kefnet! Scraw! Or 4 hours in the morning and 2 hours every evening. And I'm going to actually plan out exactly when the 2 hours is. The more relaxed I feel, the more I'm comfortable with a loose schedule. But the more stressed I am, the more I have to, like, really force myself to get on a rigid schedule. Otherwise, I begin to detonate. We still had a chance, but fuck it. Illumination says, I find it hard to focus for longer than 2 hours, so I take more frequent breaks. Great. Then try to identify how long it takes for you to feel re-energized. And then just start figuring out, like, okay, I work for 2 hours and then 1 hour off. 2 hours on, 1 hour off. 2 hours on, 1 hour off. And, dude, Randomino5 literally is typing exactly what I was going to say. My secret to scheduling success is to set an alarm in my phone for literally everything. Just put your brain on autopilot and let your tricorder be your auxiliary memory. Yeah. Yeah. Nathan says the hardest thing so far is to fight that fuck this shit I'm out feeling. Yeah. Schedule it. Schedule your stuff. And if 3 hours of chilling a day is not helping, try 5 hours of chilling a day. Because, like, a human being is awake for 16 hours. About a day. 16 hours of awakeness, 8 hours of sleepiness. And so if you spend 5 hours not working, that's 11 hours left available. And let's say another 2 of that is eating and showering and stuff like that. So you have 9 hours left. I think the thing that is under talked about is schedule your chill time. Now, if you're having trouble sticking to your schedule, don't need this. If you're having trouble sticking to a schedule of chill time, or, excuse me, not sticking to chill time, if you're having a difficult time sticking to any type of schedule, then what you need to do is when your alarm goes off to do a different activity, you need to just walk to another room. Go into the bathroom, shut the door, turn off the lights, and just sit on the toilet and just sit there for 2 minutes. Just sit there, man. You know, I technically should be wanting to hit my land drops, but I want this guy to show me what he's got. Another 1 land, 1 hand, huh? What a hand. Double Thought Erasure. You know, I'm just going to remove the threat right away. Because I figure the longer this puppy goes on, the better she'll be in. Put that one in the bin. Alright, look at us. We're just 2 bros with not enough mana. Yeah, the biggest reason why it feels like you can't stop doing what you're doing and do something else is often just chemical bullshit happening in your brain. For instance, this game of Magic the Gathering is very fun. It has lots of fun effects and things that flash and shine on the screen. And this game is designed to give you lots of endorphin kicks. The view of the card going out and sliding out. Your brain can just start to go like, oh, that's really fun, I want to keep doing that. Oh, that's really good, I want to keep doing that. And then if you try to context switch, that can just be super duper disruptive. And the opposite thing is also true. You start working, you start working, you start working, you start working. You get into your work, you're like, oh, I'll just work a little bit more, I'll just work a little more, this is good. No, I'm almost there, alright, just keep working, I'm almost there, I'm doing good, I'm almost there. And you wind up in a situation where, like, you overwork yourself. Because in the same way that it's really satisfying and fun to, like, play cards, hit my turn, draw a thing, play a thing. Library. It's also really fun to have a to-do list and you're crossing off one thing and you're crossing off another thing and you're crossing off another thing. Context switching is freaking hard to do, man. Albatross of Times, his brains are freaking weird. Yeah, brains are really odd little beasts. I feel like a lot of the time with your brain, what you're doing is you're just trying to, like, understand the way that your brain works and just, like, work around that. God-Eternal Kefnet. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, cool. So we can actually have enough. If I do like this, it's gonna... No, it's gonna tap both of them blues. You know, I have so much life, I don't even care. Why Graveyard the Mortify? It's not actually a valuable card in this spot, because I have, like, removal already, and a counter. What I want is a Planeswalker, so that way I can actually begin to do something. Doesn't want to play the Nicol Bolas because it looks like he knows. Well, this is just filthy. I like the look, sound, and feel of this. I'm not going to Chemister's Inside. I'm just going to Azcanta. I'd like to heal and heal. Heal. Which one do I want to do? I think I do this first. Teferi, Raveler.
Sorry I'm late. Here we go.
Straight Light GG, so what's the game plan for this deck? Deny fun? Oh, hell yeah, with a big old pile of Planeswalkers. Oh, shoot shit. Well, doesn't that feel sad? It's very difficult to lose now. This pins our opponent to, like, have to negate this, which is, like, super fantastic. This runs a Karn's Bastion. Oh, hell yeah. Look at that colorless land in the 3-color deck. Okay, so if I plus this,
Right on schedule.
I think I do this first and see what we get. Cool, super tight, nice. Get that one out.
You need to take a time out. I really should have seen that coming. Hurry!
I'm terrible at my job. Raphael says, hey, did I have to catch you having fun? How do you deal with rejection in general, whether it be from a job interview, canceled plans, or pretty girl? You know, I think that the thing that has worked for me in... I mean, I can go along with a lifetime of habit and use way too many words to say something simple. But the biggest thing is that I think it's important to focus not on how to be okay with the shitty thing that happened, but what is the fun thing that you can do instead? So, for instance, let's say you want to ask a girl out on a date on a Friday night. The error that your young lad Sean would do is go, well, hope she says yes. And then if she says no, I would be so sad. And you know when I'd be the most sad? I'd be the most sad when Friday night rolled around. I could have been out with you, Felicity. You know, I'd be all fucking sad. But if I think, okay, I'll go on a date with, you know, her on, I do wish to pay this. I want to make sure that I can Tyrant, Scorn, or Dovin's Veto, whichever one's better for me. All right, I think we're about to enter into a boring game of Magic the Gathering. That's fine. So, you know, I think a better thing to do is say, if she says yes, I'm going to go on a date with her. If she says no, I'm going to go watch the new John Wick movie. Or what have you. Narset, who wore it better? D9 did.
I know 88 meditate and prepare.
Or, I'm going to go on that date if she says yes, and if no, then I love going out and playing Dota with my buddies.
I know my responsibility.
So we're going to have a blast playing Dota. So, I mean, it's less the explicit, here is exactly how I deal with the agony, and more the sort of implied.
With thoughtfulness before action.
Ooh, yeah, I like that. It's more the implied, I have something else going on that makes me feel okay. Ugin. Ugin, 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 Ugin. Hugin de Gugin. Probably Teferi, Hero of Dominaria, is not the best one to get out if my opponent already has a Teferi, Hero of Dominaria. Oh my god, I dragged it so many times. Fuck. So if it's canceled plans, like, I actually hardly ever care if plans get canceled. Hardly ever. I mean, even if I have, like, driven 2 hours to go hang out with someone, and then the plans get canceled, like, I actually feel fine. Part of the reason is that I just know all sorts of things that make me happy, that make me feel good.
This isn't your average zombie horror. You're a good, mindless man.
So what about for jobs? Well, okay, like, what about with job rejection? Like, I'm in a slightly unusual position in that I have sort of crafted a life in which I currently control my fate a great deal. But still, I've had plenty of issues in the biz
I'm not done yet.
over the years. You know, times when streaming has been going worse, there's money troubles, and so on and so forth. But things that, like, you know, a lot of times with things like a job interview, or going out on plans, or having your plans canceled, or getting rejected by a girl, something like this, I think the issue comes to a person infusing their identity into something they don't have control over. Like, if I get rejected from asking someone out, I'm really devastated, because how am I going to be able to be happy? Because there's something in me that's just, like, not actually happy. Or, like, I am not a real engineer unless I get that engineering gerb. This is an interesting one. I think I should plus in this, huh? We're gonna bonk Teferi and see what goes down.
Putrid, but effective.
I mean, I've heard people be like, "Oh my God, you rejected hanging out with me? What do you think? I'm not a good friend?" You know, all these sorts of things. So it's like a personal thing. And just more and more and more as time has gone on, I have learned to find identity and centeredness either internally or in things that I have a lot of internal control over. Oh my God, that's such a good chord.
We need to move quickly.
I think this is good, and then we'll get one of these and one of these, huh?
no time for a break.
Oh, you can't counter me now. Lily, huh? Let's get that one out. And so that's that like I sort of accidentally did behaviors like this, where like God, I am just so good at this video game. There would be times when I would get rejected by a girl, and I'd be like, I'm gonna just play StarCraft, Rad. It's so sad, man. Sputtering misery. And in a way, like, I treated that as a sort of, I'm ashamed and embarrassed, and I judge myself for not having a girlfriend.
Do you want me to phase you out of time?
And the reality of it is that, like, I was starting to brew a comfort with that. And then, like, you know, I went from college to grad school. New area of LA where I didn't really know anyone. Yeah, we're getting that one out. Oh, here comes the absorption.
I will rise again.
And the thing is that StarCraft became a great comfort for me. It was just like, oh yeah, look, it's all people I've played with for a long time. How you guys doing? Doing well? Cool. Do I seriously not have 7 things in the bin? That's crazy, man.
Keep up the pace.
Dum, 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 dum. Show me what you got. Oof of Kaya. We're about to win.
Don't make another move.
Lino says he became a StarCraft pro because you were always rejected. I mean, kind of, like, in a way. I missed the stop to proliferate. Basically, yeah, I just got good at StarCraft because I just had such hot... I had a case of the hot face, you know. But yeah, things like getting really embedded in the StarCraft community, having a lot of friends there, finding a lot of activities that I enjoyed doing. Like, I really like going to long walks, or on long walks and listening to music. Like, I really like doing that. Can't believe this deck runs emergency powers. This thing should totally be cut, but it's just too memeful not to. Definitely the Elder Spelders. Probably the Duresses. Probably this Vraska's Contempt. I'm not actually sure what I cut here. Like, all of these feel like reasonable candidates to bring in. Oh, Kai's Wraths. There we go. I feel like this guy should come in too. Probably the Oath of Kai's are not as useful. Probably like that. I think I figured it out. Box of 64 crayons. It's been falling for a while. Figured it was time to sub. Hell yeah. Never feel any pressure to sub here. Your viewing eyes make me warm and fuzzy no matter what. Yeah, this is a 61 card deck because we're awesome. Is Day 9 awesome? Yes. But yeah, I mean, like, being able to identify all those things that make me happy and give me comfort and that I feel like my identity can safely be tied to has been just enormously helpful for me as a person.
Mind.
Nice. Alright, that hurts a little bit. Doesn't hurt the most.
I still have much to learn.
Getting another near sit down is pretty powerful.
I have practiced against men. Hone your prowess.
Oh yeah. Cast one of those next turn. It's gonna feel pretty nice. Op plays games as was playing the unrevealed Narset better than playing the revealed one. They are both identical.
I have just the trick for
They
this.
are both the same thing. In the way that Magic the Gathering is coded, if you play, like for instance, this Absorb is revealed, this one isn't. If I play the unrevealed one, the eye will go away from the other one. As in, whenever you play any card, take action. Whenever you play any card, it will always play the revealed one regardless of which one you pick, which I think is a very nice feature. Wait, really? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, I'll try to do it this game. I'll try to pull it off this match. So outside of this Thief of Sanity, our opponent is pretty fuckeronied. So nice. Show me what you got. Teferi, Hero, Dominaria. That's probably the better one to get out. Probably don't need that. I gotta hope a bit. I gotta hope a little bit here. I mean, I guess this. I guess this. I'm a little sad that we didn't have enough Absorb mana up, but, you know, whatever. You fully tap for the Teferi, would Absorb be better? We didn't have the mana for Absorb. We didn't have the mana for Absorb. We had 2 lands that were colored and then 1 colorless. And this requires 3 colored land. Alright. Welcome to Staletown. Population, me and Black Panther. So Black Panther's gonna flip this. Search for Azcanta. I guess we just do this, right? That's pretty tight, huh? I think I don't do it. I don't do anything. I just hang out, yeah. Alright. Nice. Ah, yes. Duress. I think I just let the Duress resolve. Do I, though? Yeah. No, well, I mean, is it, though? No, I'll let it go. If my opponent plays Kefnet, I mean, I can always, like, return it. 61 card deck? You know it, man. We got 76 cards in this puppy. Losing Liliana Dreadhorde General is hurtful, but not the most hurtful. Oh my god. What a generous man. Offering some generosity to start the day. Jeff Hoagland is hosted for 1,700 viewer-onies. I was watching you do some mostly green elf action this morning. Looked a little rough at times. Oh yeah, you got it, man. The mountains kill our elves. Yeah. God, I hate Llanowar Elf in the meta, man. I'm all about the Arboreal Grazer, man. Give me a turn 1 0/3 that can just hang out and block things in the sky. Alright, Black Panther is trying to identify the best possible chord. Alright, you got it, man.
And prepare.
Oh. You know, I I suppose. Alright, we're gonna play Teferi, Hero of Dominaria. We're gonna plus, because we're the best.
You know what? I'm not.
Land. Oh, come on. Oh, man. Just it's kind of wild we went from Elves is too good from Standard to a format where it's probably the second best 1-mana ramp spell. Yeah. Ah, come on. One of the best quotes from the best games. That is, of course, Worms.
Forget our time together.
That's a risk we ran into ourselves. We knew that that was coming. We knew it. You knew it, I knew it. My hope was that I could draw a land and then have enough mana available. By drawing one, ugh. Show me what you got. Get this Eternal Kefnet out of there. No. Bum ba da ba bum ba da ba bum ba da ba ba ba. The Eldest Reborn. Rats. Get him, Narset.
With thoughtfulness before
Nice. Get that land on the bottom. Ah. I guess we actually just chuck the Elder spell. Well, no, maybe I should have chucked one of these.
My prowess is unmatched by my peers. Keep an open
I gotta wait a turn. Oh, this is the worst. Oh, Vwem with the daily 5. Vwem with 375. Thanks for that, Vwem. Alright, I'm getting out of this game. Give up! I think our boarding plan is fine. I really like how this Esper deck plays compared to the Ravnica Allegiance Esper deck. Ooh, it was so fun. Ooh! Alright. In a move that is truly filthy, we're going to peek several times. That one out. Boy, this is gross. Ugh. Woo! Woo! Enters tapped. So we will note, happily, that there's no blue mana yet. Not a blue mana was seen that day. I'm gonna go ahead and play the Threatso. Besto Threatso. Alright, that is just gross. Wow. It's a little pricey. Alright, that's unbelievably gross. I'm gonna get rid of this, because our opponent has shown... Our opponent has revealed that there's no blue sources, so leaving the double blue ladies in there is good. Wow. Yeah, this is what I got, man. Take your pick. Reveal. Alright, I think I did it. This is so bad, man. Oh, we're really killing someone handily and dandily today. Cannot Despark it. Reveal it. Alright, we're chipping away now. We're doing it. Alright. You got it. Let's take dead action. Oh, yes. Oh, my God, that is just grody. Get out of there. Garmore says, what's up, chat? I've been playing StarCraft campaigns. I'm up to the last mission of the Protoss chapter of Brood War. It is so good.
I train every day. No one is more.
You know, it may have been a mistake not to just play the Search for Azcanta and instead to double Thought Erasure. Well, I mean, I'm gonna get to nuke both of these.
I'll show respect. I've got you. Just let me know if you're
You know what's funny is I actually think we lose. I actually think we lose this. Isn't that interesting? It's because this thing got up. I was like chuckling arrogantly. I should have played my own Search for Azcanta. Uh-oh.
If you show remorse, I'll show you straight. I suppose that's how it was meant to happen. Not so fast.
We had a couple of opportunities to discard this and to play our other thing. I thought that we were going to be okay, because even though my Search for Azcanta was going to come down later, we'd be fine, but our opponent top-decked it's either Duress or a Thought Erasure to get it. Looks like we're lost. Bum, bada ba bum, bada ba bum, bada da da. Alright. I'm just gonna lose this game. I need to keep playing. No big deal. There are about 4 or 5 decisions that we could have made differently in that game. So I'm more interested when I start a new deck to kind of get how the deck works and just get to an overall winning win rate than to try to battle it out in each match. Waiting on your opponent? No! No. That's a better one. Eh. Alright, Battlemanda. That is a great name. It's good old Battlemanda. I'm gonna scoot my body in. Alright, this is a matchup where Tyrant Scorn's actually quite good. Okay. I think I'm not going to shoot the Thorn Lieutenant. We are almost to Akaya's Wrath. And we don't have that big of a threat here. I mean, it is just 2 damage. This is like a sturdy thing. It's very good news. So I think I'm actually going to Tyrant's Scorn this bad boy. Destroy a target creature with converted mana cost, yeah. Oh, god damn. Shit. Kai's Wrath will be nice-ish, but still running a little bit low on cards. 2-for-1 value is important here. Oh my lord. Dude, this Gruul list is so sick. This is such a cool way to get around Narset. I'm going to pass because we have seen so many cards not get played.
No, it's you burning.
Yeah. Yeah. That's... we definitely don't want that one there. My turn. Ugh. I think it's Narset time. I'm gonna just Narset it.
There are so many mysteries. I have just the trick for this.
You know, I guess we actually just want the Kaya's Wrath. We could also get the Thought Erasure. This is probably a better, more efficient solution. Because, I mean, this way I can, like, Thought Erasure to eliminate very, very quite so scary threats. I do not know what Emergency Powers is doing in this deck, but we're going to cast it once today, that's for certain.
Sit back and watch it burn. This is overwhelming.
Pretty clear play. All right. Seems like pretty good. Like, game's going pretty slow. Like, yeah, we're gonna take 7 here. Which is actually fine.
This is just gonna be bad for you.
Lightning Block. Ah! I'm surprised no shock on Narset, but you know, I guess it makes sense. Our opponent doesn't really draw. That does suck. No, I'm actually just going to do this for the draw.
Hold that thought.
If we can actually get to Emergency Powers, that would be pretty tight. Hum-de-dum-de-doo.
Only time
Guess you don't
will
need
tell.
me anymore. No
Oh, this can shoot Planeswalkers? Oh, target opponent or Planeswalker. Oh. Today I learned. I thought you could only shoot face. Alright, we're getting war bossed on. Battle Manda is murdering us. Thought Erasure just doesn't seem so good anymore. Well, at least we didn't get shot in the face. Got that going for us.
You are a mighty warrior. I concede.
Alright. Now, I think my other Chandra, or my other Kai's Wrath, is actually at the bottom of the deck. Somewhere. Alright, so how do we even do this? I think we don't. I think we just concede. Alright, so here's what we are going to be doing. Alright. Voner Butcher of Magan actually seems pretty good. Elder Spell, I guess. Dovin's Veto and Despark doesn't seem... Well, I guess it's pretty good against the Birds of the Day. What do we cut here? Emergency Powers, certainly. Liliana Dreadhorde General feels like a pretty reasonable one to cut, too. Our opponent just has a shitload of creatures. I guess this is right. Kind of would like Liliana in here, but I think that Vona Butcher of Magan is actually better, I think. Maybe that's bullshit. Maybe just having Liliana nuke stuff's better. I don't really know when Vona enters, though. An issue with deck might be that it's 61 cards, but I'm not changing that. I am also so cold. I'm going to turn off the air conditioning. Alright, I'm coming. And I snuck coffee in as well! How do you get Discord access? Asks Elana123124. You can just join. You can just join. Am I wearing flip-flops today? Oh yeah, I'm flip-flopping all the way. Alright, Battle Manda. You know, I think I have to... I don't have to worry about this for a few turns. I mean, I think I just say goodbye to Domri. Keep getting that mana. Yeah, I wear flip-flops in the house. I love flip-flops. Why do I keep forgetting to mute? I mute to chew. I mute to chew, and then I don't unmute to talk. Beep, beep. Yeah, there is way too much prejudice around flip-flopping shoes, man, let me tell you. Wait, like, too much. It's everywhere. And frankly, a lot of that is justified. We definitely want this one down. But I love wearing flip-flops. I love flipping and flopping. And whopping and bopping about. That's what I love doing. It's what I love. Bye, Lily. See you later, Lily. Yeah, things that, like, you might be saying to yourself, I'm gonna reveal it, because I'm gonna play it. I'm a big bad baller boss boy. Yeah, you might say to yourself, oh, I got a cool idea, and my super cool idea is wearing flip-flops in the summer. Let me tell you, that's a terrible idea. I said it wrong. Wearing slippers in the summer. Slippers are nice in a cozy winter time. When it is chilly outside. I'm from Kansas, where we got snow. That's right, I felt like I had to justify my opinions on snow and coldness and winter. I shared some credentials. As part of said credential sharitude. Decline.
With thoughtfulness before action.
Absorb. And man, if it's like a cold-ass winter and you got some warm, soft, flippy Floppy slippers. Oh, it's so good. It's so good in the winter. But in the summer... In the summer... That's a big, yucky, ew, grody gross for me, my friend. Yeah, I'll see pseudo for a chat. It's a cold winter with slippers and hot cocoa, man. Fuck yeah. Declination. My turn. Aww. No. Why can't show on hold all these Narsets? I am absolutely gonna nail a land here. That's why we're doing this. We're nailing a land. Oh shit, it tapped a blue land. Doesn't matter. Too good. Too good. But see, I love in the summer wearing flip-flops where if it's hot and steamy, I can just flip-flop around the house and feel like my toes are all cozy. Not getting all covered in floor dirt. You know what floor dirt is, don't you? Everyone knows what floor dirt is. Everyone has a relationship with that. Little. Woo! Floor dirt, you know. Sudover says, I'm going to Kansas City in a few weeks for a weekend. Any suggestions? Westport is pretty nice. You can go to the Plaza. I don't know. I know that, like, the industrial district. Westport. Downtown areas are getting real revitalized in the last few years. Which is pretty cool. I'm from Kansas. I'm from Leawood, Kansas, baby. Ooh, 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 ooh. Alright, it's me versus Battlemanda. God, I want her to die. Partly because these games take a long-ass time and I just want the points. It's a nice French restaurant called the Foo Frog. I don't want it. Oh, God. Alright, that's about as good as we're gonna get. Alright. Alright. Bosses, you're talking all about the weather in the Midwest. Getting crazy storms or snow at all in Oakland? No. Oakland has the mildest weather possible. It is so mild. Show me what you got. Let's get rid of these 3 mana things. Holy fuck. Holy shit. We might be able to Elder Spell our way out of this one. I'm made of grossy filthiness, you know what I mean? I am made of grossy filthiness.
You want our style? You got it.
You want that proper what, like, really? Yeah, okay, here's what we gotta do. We have to peek a Roni Roo for good old Eldest Spelda. I have to get rid of the Rekindling Phoenician. Oh my god, this is so yikesy. Oh man. Oh, we're gonna be up against Nissa. Ah, Nissa, who shook my heart.
In this land, we are all connected.
I mean, really, my one true play is, I really hope that I draw that. I mean, we gotta kill him. Gotta do it. I mean, if it's land Sarkin, then, you know, fuck. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Well, our opponent fucked up, but it's alright.
Magnificent!
I mean, I guess. Like, I don't know. I'm, like, not even, like, sure.
Come to me.
Get that one out of there. I don't even know, man.
I summon you.
Alright, Battle Manda has annihilated us. Noise. I'm just gonna cut the emergency powers from this deck. Boy, I wish I'd Thought Erasure that last turn, huh?
Might demands power.
I get lightning in the face.
A dragon would rather die than lose. You will feel the lick of my
I mean, like, I don't think
Your
a single
end
thing
has
lets us live here.
arrived.
I think there is actually not a single card that helps us. Alright, let's... There's a single instance of memory in here. It's gonna take a trip to see you later, town. Boy, the deck... Yeah, save and exit. The deck just got better. We cut the fucking emergency powers. God. It was in our hands several times and there was nothing we could do about it. No memes. Nah, it's Tuesday. It's Tuesday! You like hilarity? You know, the thing is, I've learned over the course of many years that it doesn't actually matter how hilarious it is. People want to see wins. They want to see those big sopping wet W's. Why is my stream decker not fucking updating? There we go. Oh my god, we have Thought Erasure. There's no way we can't. There's no way we can't win. Keeping the Karn's Bastion? Yes, I think that's actually an excellent, excellent card in this. Alright, well, Amanda destroyed us. Yeah, I'm feeling really cranky today. Actually, is Lord Shameless here? Is Lord Shameless here in chat? Because I time outed Lord Shameless purely because I was cranky. Lord Shameless actually didn't do anything wrong. I was annoyed at my webcam. Not my webcam, it's actually a proper camera. Something went wrong with it and I got really annoyed. And Lord Shameless made a joke, and I just, like, instantly timed him out. I was like, not now! Yeah, I'm, like, real fucking grumpy today, man. And I don't know why, because I exercised, and what they say at the vet is that if you walk the Sean will calm down, you know what I mean? God. Alright, well, we definitely get rid of that pupper. Bing, bang, bong. Alpha Pitches says I can be the whipping boy today, Sean. It's okay. It feels bad, man. See, I don't want whipping boys. I want the support crew. So Ghost Stalker. Ghost Stalker says, so I need to walk the Sean again. That's what I'm gonna do, man. When I'm done with the show, I'm going on another run. I'm just gonna start running like 25 miles a week. I'm gonna become a small car. Am I eating green food? Yeah. It's green. Corbin, my man. It's green. What are the grumps about? I have nothing to be grumpy about. That's the thing. Life's great. Life's amazing. What's your miles per gallon? Well, Tsudafer, you know, every day when I wake up, I'd like to have a large glass of gasoline. Yeah, so that way I can, you know, get through the week. Just fill up the tank a little bit. Alright, we have Despark. Leaded or unleaded? Unleaded. I'm not a premium human. Are you alright, Sean? I can smell gasoline on your breath. Crackling Draco. I'm gonna let another turn go by before I hit it with the Kaya's W. I was joking with my friend last night about how said friend doesn't ever start the shit. He doesn't ever start fires. But he does bring a lot of gasoline. You know what I mean? No, he absolutely doesn't start the fire. But... T-Zags, you've answered this while muted. Are making more Spellsingers episodes. It's not my show. It's all Geek and Sundry. So I'm not in charge of nothing. In other words, 1, 2, 3, not it. If I cast like that. Boom. Yeah. I mean, if they were like, do you want to do it again? I'd be like, yeah. I don't actually think I absorb that. What interesting is happening in life? What interesting is going on? I'm just trying to get through my lunch. That's it. It's the most interesting thing happening to me. If any of you are curious why you shouldn't keep one spell, 6 land hands, this is it. Oh, I will say this. On June 10th at 10 a.m. I am hosting the PC gaming show at E3. Again. For the 5th time in a row. 5 times in a row. 5 years straight. The record emoticon. So you all should show up. I've done some meetings with the folk that are showcasing some interesting games. Can I just note that interesting is the best I'm not gonna reveal shit to you way to speak. The games that I've seen thus far have been intéressant. Finally, a card that does something! Day 9 is responsible for all his own piss poor decision making. Woo! Teferi, hero of Dominaria. I guess. Narset just absolutely takes a big fat dump on that shit. And I love taking dumps! Quote me on that.
Sorry I'm late.
So I just had a meeting this morning, actually, about the PP gaming show. Oh, big sacks of tears, man. You're gonna need to kill Narset. Yep.
I have reached my limit.
Cleverest, my favorite thing during the PC gaming show last year was, and it's another Battle Royale game. Yeah, there were like so many Battle Royale games.
We need to move quickly.
Do you think it's too risky to play another one? I mean, there's one right there. I mean, here's the thing. Okay, so I gotta do this, but like, I think I gotta plus this.
No time for a break.
I mean, I can tuck. And this lets us neutrally live. No, it doesn't. I mean, it's gonna be really hard to live. Okay, you, and then you, and you. How the shit do we do this? Fuck out of here. Alright, up to... Ah, fuck, he has another spell. Alright, we're dead. I'm really excited for PC Gaming Show. It's gonna be super duper cool. Alright, what do we need? Vraska's Contempt. Cry of the Carnarian. I don't want these Kaya's reps so much. Ashiok is gonna shit on that. Kaya's gonna fucking dump on that. Tyrant, Scorn, probably not. Probably the Dovins. Don't I have another Vraska's Contempt? Oh, it's already in there. I think I just dished the silly Lily. Is Tyrant Scorn that good of a card? This card actually seems like the one we cut, yes. Yeah, so maybe, okay, just listen and hear me out. I actually think I do bring back the Dovin's Veto, because our opponent's going to be bringing counter spells back in. Ah! I think this is it. Oh my god, can I just say that my butt cheeks are so sore. Oh my god, I was doing the one Lego deadlift. Yeah, why not? Who gives a shit, man? One-legged deadlifts. And there's this thing where, like, it's supposed to use the butt. It's supposed to use the booty. But sometimes, like, if your body isn't quite positioned right, it's just the muscle doesn't, like, activate. It doesn't go. It just doesn't go. So what I would do is I would, like, bend forward in the deadlift. And I would just kind of sit and just gently shift my body until I could feel it in the booty, and then I would do the lift and stand back up. And I was just like, oh, I'm not really feeling it that much, you know, like whatever. Can't activate my booty. Let me tell you something. It was getting activated. I have learned. Oh, Pippin 1001 says, hey Sean, I can't sleep. From Soon Midnight, Sweden. Oh, Pippin. Pippin. Oh, Pippin. Well, I hope that I can provide the soporific effects you need to narc right out, my dude. Did you know that listening to my voice adds a lot of melatonin to the body? Ooh. Mmm. Alright, now do I want to play God-Eternal Fluffnut? I'm not the biggest fan of what I'm doing right now. But I have enough fans of my decision-making right in front of me. Bum, ba, 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 ba. Decline. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to... So that and that. Now I know that arguably you're supposed to just like, no, you're going to save your Desparks for the Phoenixes, but that's okay. Drake be gone. Ah! Negate! Ah!
What an interesting creature. Let's see how you work.
Declination. Pay 2 life, and then we're gonna play out this Dovin. Hit that with a little plus right there. Let's hit that with a little plus right there.
Let's skip to the good part.
Kill Saili. Oh my god. Prideful ones. What are thoughts on MOBAs? Fun? Bad game design? What? I like how that question is structured pseudo-adversarially. It's not Dovin, that's Teferi? Yeah, I don't know why I spoke incorrectly. You didn't write it in an aggressive fashion, but I sure read it as in an aggressive fashion. I'm super duper gonna absorb this because we want to get rid of as many of these puppers as possible. This is obnoxious because it so regularly can deactivate all these little wee ones. Can I just get an Ashiok off the top?
Keep up the pace.
I think MOBAs are tight, man. Also, shit. Not that the MOBAs are shit. I'm trying to state that the position that I feel like I am in, as a person, as Sean Plott,
I will return.
it feels bad, man. Prideful one is rephrase the question in a way that's less aggressive. See, again, you weren't being aggressive. You typed words, and those words didn't have tone, and I chose a nasty tone. And I think that what I'm going to do, Prideful One, is just keep the implication up that you are just so... You just have an issue with MOBAs. You got a beef you're working out. Oh no, the bacon. You have an issue.
Stop that. Now.
Stop that now. Oh my god, look at this. Bang.
Need to move quickly.
Oh, must move quickly. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Who do we appreciate? Day 9, day 9. Yeah, I mean, I like, see, MOBAs strike me as profoundly inelegant. Which is... There's a couple things that I think are interesting about MOBAs. First, I find them to be very, very inelegant.
We will meet
like,
again.
a game that I find to be much more elegant is Counter-Strike. I think Counter-Strike is actually a very elegantly constructed game. I'm going to go ahead and play Teferi, Hero of Dominaria.
Hurry!
Oh, oh, bing bong, bang bong, boom.
You will be haunted by
So, like, for instance, in Counter-Strike, there's this, you know, there's this idea in design of using the narrative elements to front-load the game design and gameplay information. The example that everyone always uses, because it's way too good, is Plants vs. Zombies. If you've ever played a tower defense game, it can feel really weird. Why am I building towers to fight these monsters? Why can't I build soldiers and stuff like that? Or in some of them, you could build soldiers, but they were just like, the soldiers cannot move.
Now what?
There was a lot of weirdness. Oh. Actually, no, we're fine. Can I get a Despark? It's really good to have all this land here. You know, like, why is it that I can't move
My dreams dissipate.
my soldiers? And these enemies, why do they just walk in sort of, like, stupid paths? Like, why? It, like, doesn't make sense. And so, like, you know, tower defense games, certainly fun. But also kind of fucking weird in a lot of ways. Yeah, I'll take that action. So Plants vs. Zombies gives an identity to each of those things that's so frickin' simple and clear. Why can't your things move? Oh, because they're plants. Also, why can I not draw anything except God-Eternal Kefnet? Oh, they're plants. Why are the things droning and moving forward in mindless fashions? Oh, they're zombies. I totally get it. So, I'm really interested in games whose design is either very clean and elegant, either because it uses narrative to front-load the information, like sort of the story structure to front-load the information. Jesus, finally! You got it.
You'll find nightmare.
A lot of phoenixes. Attack first, we are never attacking. So when I talk about elegant design, I think that Counter-Strike is a very elegantly constructed multiplayer game. I guess I'm just going to do this. I don't see a reason not to now that I have the Mortify. Oh, we hit the Phoenix. We're the best. So now I can begin swinging because nothing has haste. So for instance, in Counter-Strike, there's a terrorist who are trying to plant the bomb. And then there is the counter-terrorist who are trying to defuse the bomb. And it really quickly establishes what the core gameplay rules are. You know, it is a little bit weird that it is constructed as rounds. The idea of there being an economy is a little bit weird, but I really like the way that it goes by position, fight in the round is done, okay, go. And, you know, I really like just the clarity of each round. When you die, you're out for the round. So there's some inelegancies, like it's guns with rounds, right? There's some weirdnesses there, for sure. But I just think that it's constructed very cleanly and very simply and very intuitively. You know, for instance, the idea that you have a rifle, and then you have, like, a pistol, and you have a knife. Again, like, you can understand... Yeah, I'm gonna reveal it. Let him know what's up. I'm just gonna choke our opponent out.
I shall miss your company.
And outside of everything that I've just said with Counter-Strike,
Like this.
this is probably a draw card. Outside of everything that I've just said, almost all of the gameplay of Counter-Strike is super straightforward. The fact that it is like smoke grenades. This might actually kill us. No, our opponent died. Because our opponent only has draw card effects. The way the smoke grenades work, the way that flashbangs work, the way that, like, a ton of things in Counter-Strike works all have some sort of related thing in real life.
Right on schedule. Might be a bad idea.
Oh, yeah. Alright.
You will not dissuade me from battle.
And when I look at, like, MOBAs, I'm just so fascinated at how
I've got it.
I'm fascinated at how actually ugly that fucking game is, man. Like, first of all, the lanes with the towers and creeps just move down in the lanes, and it's a tug-of-war in the lane. That already is kind of fucking weird. Like you and the thing is that, like, anytime you explain something in game design to someone, and they go, and wait, and how does that work? And okay. Like, anytime that happens, your player can start getting distracted by what your game isn't as opposed to what your game is. Like, with Counter-Strike, you just say, like, okay, so you have to be really careful about positioning, and if someone is in a position and you're trying to break it, okay, well, you can use a flashbang, use a smoke grenade, people go, oh, okay, right, okay, cool, yeah. I don't think I actually change anything. But when you say something like, welcome to laning in Dota, they're going to move down the middle and they're going to meet every 30 seconds, and you're going to try to push the wave. And you go, okay, cool, so I should kill this as fast as I can. And you go, no, absolutely not. You never want to kill the creeps in lane as fast as you can. What you want to do is you want to wait till the last second, and then you want to hit the creep. So that way you can get golden experience. I'm like, well, what if I don't get the last hit? It's like, okay, you get none of the gold, but you do get the experience. Why don't I just get the gold and the experience? That's the way it is. Stop fucking asking so many questions. What are you, Dan Rather? Alright, next thing. What if I hit the creeps in the wave and then also get the last hit? Fucking terrible, because you want to make sure that it's nearby your tower so that way you can farm safely. Now, I want to stress something. I am not calling that bad. I am not calling it bad. If any of you think that I'm calling it bad, I'm talking to you to tell you that's not what we're fucking talking about. Do I need this? Maybe not. Here's what I am saying, though. I'm saying that it is inelegant. I'm saying that it takes a while to look at this system and to really digest it and to really get it. Fuck out of here. Fuck into it. It's just weird. It's just weird. And it's really hard because there's not a lot of other mental models that you can work with that make you go, oh, it's like this.
Great things, you and I.
because like if you explain things to people, like say, okay, there's creeps that move down the lane, and it's kind of like a push of war, back and forth, push and tug, a whoosh of war. Okay, so I think that we are going to need to. I think we just cry. If you are explaining a concept to someone and you're going, it's like this, but no, but then this, no, but then this, no, but then also, but there's this exception, there's this corner case, and there's this other thing. The more of those that you have, the more your player's going to be like, what? Because someone was like, what about chess? Like, chess, you can say, like, okay, pieces exist in squares, and, ooh, that does suck a bit for us. Yikes.
Just the trick for this.
Yeah, maybe I should have just killed that last. I gotta take this lady out. Thinking myself I do.
I must train harder.
And then, these 1/1s are gonna be a big pain in the ass. With chess, you just say all the pieces move in different ways. And if your piece moves to a square, fucking hell, man. All right, well, let's just get the Cry of the Carnarium off the top again. How about that? That appears to be the only way that we win, huh? And I think that what I must do
I am not going to
is plus here.
No time for a break.
As much as it pains me so. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep. But when you start saying things like, okay, pawns capture diagonally, and then there's an en passant, and then, you know, blah, 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 and so on and so forth. Those are the ones that just make people go, oh, wait, what? Huh? What? I'm not saying that's bad. Again, be really clear. I'm not saying that's bad.
Some lessons for you all.
What I am saying is that when you have tons and tons and tons and tons and tons of layer of those, what it makes a game feel like is weird. The game just, it feels weird. So when you think about Dota, like laning, just understanding last hitting and denying, and when you want to push the wave and when you want to not push the wave, then it's like, okay, cool, so I get it. Now I'm just doing 3 push-a-wars. And then there's jungle camps, so I want to go to the jungle camps, which are sort of like neutral areas that I can kill just to get other gold and resources in the meantime. Got it. Boy, does this not help us in fucking the slightest. So I'm going to do this, even though there's nothing in hand. Because I really need that damn Cry of the Carnarium. But yeah, like, okay, you know, you were having fun and that was cool, but I will stress that, like, there's this thing called creep camp stacking, which functions really weirdly. Creep camps respawn once they're dead on the minute, but you can pull the creeps outside of the bounding box of the camp. And if they're outside of the bounding box of the camp... Alright, we died. Then you can spawn a stack. Oh! Ooh, isn't that kind of weird and interesting? Ah, that match kind of sucked. That match kind of sucked. And then it's like, okay, and you can use the money you get to buy items. Alright? You can use money to buy items. Shadowcast 5 gifted sub and says thanks for the game. Wait, was that you, Shadowcast? Was that you we were playing against? GG. Also, that game sucked. I wanted to kill you all. I think I just misplayed heavily with the timing of my Cry of the Carnarium. And I think maybe I should have let you have the Narset. Maybe I should have let you have the Narset. All those 1/1s were not fun. Alright. Turn to Thought Erasure. But yeah, like once you get past that, then it's like, okay, you can buy items, but you can only buy them in the main base. And also there's 2 different kinds of shops that exist. This we don't care about. I think the Discovery Dispersal is the one that we do care about, huh? But yeah, then when you like start talking about like the side shops work differently than the secret shops, and there's some things that do need stuff from the secret shops. And you know what the interface is to elucidate this? It's just a grid of items, and all the items have recipes, and you use different elements of the items as recipes to build bigger and better items. And when you get the item, you can deliver it using the courier, but you're all sharing the same courier. And by the way, the delivery button is F3, because of course. Alright, let's get him. So, like, I'm sort of fascinated at, on one hand, how inelegant the design is in terms of its rules. So, Pokemon 6 is TLDR, Dota's complicated, some people like that, others really don't. To be really clear, and maybe I should actually stop playing the game so I can discuss this more properly, I am not talking about complexity. We are not talking about that. Not even at all. Complexity would be something like, how many rules do you need to learn to be able to start playing the game? What I'm talking about is how many of the systems in the game don't really have clear connections to any sort of intuitive structure that you can reference. Like the idea of camp stacking is weird. It's inelegant. It's actually unbelievably simple, camp stacking. That's unbelievably simple, but it's really weird. And so that's the thing that is very specifically fascinating to me about Dota, is not that it's complex. There's plenty of complex games. Like, if you want, like, a real crazy complex game, learn Go.
Hold that thought.
Go is, like, out of fucking control. And Day9 gets it. Every single time, because he's Day9. Because, like, now, after you get past all this weird, nutty inelegance, you have this rich, interesting, fascinating game. And the gameplay, in a weird way, feels simple again. Which is what I find really fascinating.
No more games.
Alright. This lady's gonna kill me,
Let's
man.
skip to the good part.
So again, we are not having a discussion about complexity. We're having a discussion about elegance. Because when you actually sit down to start playing Dota, what it actually feels like very quickly is there's 3 lanes, you need to push the lane down, and there's a bunch of tools to help you succeed at that. Good luck. Because you just sort of ingest it all, and you're like, all right, cool, got it. In good shape. Nice. Are there any of those things in there? So I think I just counter this, man. I can also Chemistro's Insight, which is probably a little bit better. Well, no, we'll lose Teferi. I guess we just keep Teferi, quite contrary. Now, on the complete flip side, everything I've been talking about, what fascinates me about a game like Dota is that it succeeds at something that many games don't, which is that it's actually a good fucking game. The game is actually good. Almost as though the designer said, yeah, no, this is like really weird, but we're trying to make a good fucking game here, man. Look at bounce creature, that's good.
You know what? I'm not done yet. I know my responsibility.
There are many super elegant games. There are many, many, many games that are just not... Oh, wait, did I? Oh, I just didn't have the mana for God-Eternal Kefnet. I'm ready to Dovin Veto things.
Genius is as genius does.
Genius is as genius does. Because I feel like one of the big things that Dota flies in the face of is this statement I hear from a lot of just industry commentary that frankly I don't agree with, but I hear a lot of people just be like, no, games need to be simpler, they need to be less rules, they need to be more accessible. Big focus on the word accessible. Accessibility. Our game is great because it's accessible. And Dota's like, our game is great because it's actually a good fucking game. Like...
Should have seen that.
I think I should keep a Kaya's Wrath or two in here post-board. If I can wipe-a-roo this stuff, we'll be in good shape. Graveyard. Transform. I think I play the Karn's Bastion. And then I'm going to play Narset. We're going to see if we can get the good old Kaya's.
Meditate and prepare.
This is probably what we have to do. Entropy says, using your language, Sean, you say that Go is an elegant game, relatively simple but quite hard. Or am I on the same page as you? Yeah, I'm sort of treating words that people use in just regular old English speech to try to give them a more precise definition, just for the purpose of being able to discuss it. There's not like a strict definition for here's what simple means and here's what complex means and here's what elegant means. And so on and so forth. Slight says, but accessibility is the easiest route to profitability. Would you agree? No. And I think that there's actually a fascinating amount of substantial evidence to demonstrate that is not only not the case, but that there are huge numbers of really simple, accessible games that just don't make any fucking money. But there's this, there's some games that do have some simplicity to them that have had success cases to them. A lot of the arguments behind accessibility come from a couple places. One is, actually, let me just do my sideboarding. How the hell do you sideboard in this matchup? I think I want to leave one Kaya's in. So I don't think I want any of those. Do I want a Kaya Orzhov Usurper, though? Health gain does feel nice. I think I want all our graveyard nukers. And I think I still want the Dovin's Vetoes in there. Yeah, what's fascinating is... fascinating thing is that there's a real obviousness to accessibility that Which is like, if you show a game to someone and they go, this is too complex, and they put it down, but you know that if they spent the time to learn it, that they would enjoy it. It's really easy to sort of go like, we're so close. But, I mean, the sort of profitability of these accessible, simple mobile games is a little bit a myth. Because a lot of mobile games make huge revenues, but spend huge amounts of money continuously marketing the game. Because the business model for a lot of mobile games is someone picks up the game, tries it out, puts a few bucks into it, and then just puts it down again. So how do you keep making money? You keep marketing the game endlessly to get more people into the game, to spend a few bucks, put it down, so now we need to get more people into the game. So they tend to have these like lifetimes to them. There tends to be a whole lot of... You'll have something like a mobile game that makes $2 billion, but there was $1.95 billion spent on marketing. Oh, this just totally sucks ass. This is just the worst. This is the pits. In addition, you get a lot of games in mobile that make actually like $0. It's an extremely competitive market with a ton of people trying to make products in there. And there are some at the top, like Supercell games, some of which actually are pretty damn great. I have a lot of buddies that play the shit out of Clash Royale. They're quite profitable. And I think that, like, when you have something where there's billions of dollars shifting around, there's that sort of like, oh man, all we gotta do is just make it a little bit more accessible, and then we did it. Just a little bit more. We gotta keep, you know. And some of these games actually have almost no one doing development work on the game. We're dead, by the way. Very little money spent on developing. It's all into marketing and that sort of thing. So there certainly are a large amount of complicated games that are released on mobile that also make $0 and shit like that. But it's kind of weird to me to be someone who sees. Let's just draw Cry of the Carnarium, right? Let's just draw Cry of the Carnarium. Let's do that. Very well. I won the first game of this thing? Boy, my brain is totally tuned into this chat thing. What was I talking about? Yeah, I think it's easy to state that measurably mobile games generate more revenue. And so, like, what I don't know is, like, the overall profit margins that everyone in the industry is getting and this sort of thing. I'm not trying to make any claim on that. But I do know that, like, it's sort of overstated how much profit a lot of mobile games make. It's always the revenue. It's revenue, 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 revenue. Look how much revenue we're making. Oh my god, the revenue's huge. The revenue's this, the revenue's that. Can't believe we might actually win this match. This is great. Like, take Zynga, for instance. Zynga, I think, what is it? They only posted a small profit very recently? Isn't that right? There's this fantastic article in Ars Technica that just talked about how Zynga has spent enormous amounts of money trying to, you know, send games through this sort of marketing cycle.
You strike out of fear.
Alright, so how do we want to do this? Do I want to cry this right now? Let's do this first and see what we get.
You
just continuously nuking everything they own is pretty good. But yeah, I mean, like, I think Zynga has only ever lost a shitload of money. I think that's right. Like, could be wrong. Could be wrong. Do I want to Chemistros Insight this? Kind of, I feel like I want to. So it's just like one of these things where, like, you know, you hear these huge numbers being spouted. And your brain just starts to go, oh yeah, this is better than that. But yeah, so I don't... This is just all my statement that I'm not 100% behind the idea that simplicity, things like mobile are just the magical key. And this all comes all the way back from that statement, like, yeah, why does Sean think MOBAs are interesting? Because they frankly fly in the face of a ton of these types of comments. And they just keep being really successful. Like, the number of times I've heard that, like, oh, League of Legends is gonna die. League of Legends is done for. Yeah, there's our Watery Grave. And the Legends just continues to be an amazing game. Dota, it's dying, it's dead. Dota died in my lap this morning.
My dreams dissipate like...
Pokemon 6 says, but LOL is the accessible Dota-like. I think you would have a hard time arguing to me that... I think anyone would have a hard time arguing that League of Legends is super accessible. And I don't mean that as a knock to League of Legends. I think that League of Legends is a very, 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 very complicated game. I think you sit down, you start playing it, and there is just so much shit going on, and like so much lack of clarity and stuff.
Must accept defeat for now.
The Center Bank case says LoL is definitely more accessible than Dota 2, mainly because of death punishment and denying creeps in Dota 2. So here's my response to the denying creep thing. I think that if someone sits down and they have not played the game of League of Legends, or they have not played the game of Dota 2, I think that the experience behind denying, I think it does not really matter that much. I think it doesn't really matter if your shit gets denied. I don't think someone sits down as in their first 10 games and says something like, I think that this game would be up my alley, but due to the fact that I am getting my creeps denied, I'm gonna put it down, right? Like, I think that... I think what I would say is that League of Legends and Dota 2 both are fucking crazy successful games. I think they're both just crazy successful games. And then we'd ask the question, why? Why are they so dang successful? Oh, you got another one? Oh, you bastard. Part of me feels like my sideboarding maybe is, like, super dang wrong here. Maybe it is.
There are so many mysteries.
I think that part of the reason why those games...
With thoughtfulness before action.
Fuck. I guess this, man. I don't know. I'm just gonna do this. I'm gonna despark something. I guess the Augur's fine. Let's get that one out of there. I basically just need precisely Cry the Carnarian. Or some shit. But I think at the end of the day, like, if you just sit down and you look at League and Dota, they're wildly successful games, and I think that there's an interesting... Haha. There's just a really interesting question, like, why are these games, like, really successful? And I don't think that it's a sort of base statement like, oh yeah, it's accessibility. I think there's a lot of really interesting, fascinating, rich, deep things going on in those games. Like the fact that there's a very clear structured game that you're playing. Push the lanes to knock the towers down to kill the Nexus. That's super clear. That's so basic. It's dead basic and dead straightforward. All the other gameplay is, like, complicated. That element, oh boy, that element is very straightforward. I think we just outright lose. I think I'm sideboarding incorrectly in this matchup. Farts. I might switch decks. I don't exactly... I feel like maybe I need to change the sideboarding plan, because, I mean, like, Ashiok feels incredible, but I think he doesn't fucking do anything to the board. And that's, like, a huge issue. I feel like Kaya is actually a better play. I think maybe I need Ashiok and not Kaya, or something like that. I don't know. Alright, I'm killing it, man. Submit the same thing again. Mystic Muface says, what would you say to someone who wants to get really good at competitive Magic but doesn't want a net deck? I think I don't understand the question, because I would say you should absolutely net deck. You should absolutely play every single deck that is out there at the absolute tip tops. And then upon doing that, that can help inform your decision making when you build your own decks. You know, I think that, like, you know, if you're looking to become the best at something, I feel like it's kind of like if you want to become an author, if you write fantasy books, you should read all the fantasy books that get released. Superly duperly. No, I can't turn 2 Thought Erasure. The shuffler's broken. Ah, there we go. Turn 2 Thought Erasure. Maybe I just need to play more games against Phoenix decks. I was really disappointed about those last few games. Oh. This sucks a little bit. Yeah, you know, maybe the Dovin's Veto is a bad build. I think maybe I have too many responsive things, because the way that we've died has been the same in all these games. I think I need to just keep 2 Kaya's Wrath. Alright, well this is looking good. Alright, so let's just play this. Throw that at you. We don't have 2 blues, so we can't play the Absorb anyways. Alright, I'm not as concerned about the Runaway Steamkin. This Skewer the Critic represents a bunch of good old damage. Mufasa says, I guess what I mean is that I prefer to homebrew, but hate the idea of net decking since it feels impersonal to me. Alright guys, we're the best. Try Hard Tuesday's working. Yeah, I mean, what I would say is, if you want to do something that's really outside the norm, you should still spend significant time doing what is within the norm. And the fact that you have any emotional opinion about it doesn't matter. And by the way, I absolutely do not say that as some sort of put down. Like, oh, if you have feelings about it, you gotta suck it up. I think that, like, you know, for instance, with my experience with Brood War, there'd be times where I would get this feeling where I'd be like, but, like, I don't want to have to send 12 Scourge in, clone them all so that way they're hitting the correct science vessel, and then when the Marine comes, pull them back, and then send them in again, and then pull them back. I'm tired, man. I don't want to do it. And it's like your body is basically constantly lying to you about things. And, like, if you know, if I am disinterested... if I'm disinterested, man, in... Alright. Let's slow this bird down. if I'm disinterested in macroing because I really feel like RTS games should be about microing units and choosing what units to build, you know, it's fine. It's fine for me to have that opinion. But if I am shooting for success, if I want to be good at this game, then I must do those things. I must macro. Despark, probably the Absorb, since it appears that I will not have enough mana for Kaiser. And so, I mean, if someone was like, I want to become good at StarCraft, what should I do? I'd be like, okay, well, start by practicing your build orders in a 1v0 a lot, and get really, really, really used to that. Alright, looks like no absorbs for your friend Sean. Make sure your macro is perfect. If you analyze one of your replays and you see that there's been an issue with your macro, fix that for the next game. Dude, I actually cannot tell you how many people I know that just literally go, I don't want to. They're like, no, I don't want to do that. And I'm like, okay, well then you're probably going to hit a pretty sharp cap in your gameplay that you will not be able to break through. Which is me just talking about some of my past StarCraft stuffs, but like, if you feel like net decking is impersonal, I think you'd still agree that it is important to understand what the sort of body of work that you're seeing out of your peers is. You know, I think you'd agree that that's an important thing. I'm gonna take a peek here, see what our opponent has before. Massacre Girl and Vivian Reed. Well, this Vivian Reed's gotta go, man. I actually don't want that. And now that I know what's in here, I'm not that worried about countering stuff, so I'm just gonna play this. Mufasa says, totally agree, but there's still a part of me that wants to be stubborn and homebrew something good. And I think it's important to, like, honor those parts of your sort of emotional psyche. To be like, wow, yeah, no, this part of me really wants to just brew, man. Isn't that interesting? There's part of me that really wants to brew. Okay, so what I'm going to do then is I'm going to make sure that I'm responsible and do the equivalent of physical fitness. I'm going to dedicate myself to making sure that I study some meta decks, play those, and each brew I do is going to be a response to some of the learnings I did each day, right? So you're using it to motivate you, but you're not letting that emotion guide you. You're not just being like, oh, okay, well, I don't want to do it, so I'm not going to do it. Frankly, you're not saying that. Some people talk like that. Could have played this. A whiff seed. Fuck out of here. I know this deck. This is this Japanese land destruction deck that is... Oh, it is all the rage.
Hurry!
And also, I mean, I'll state this because I think it's important to state this. Even though it might not even be relevant to you. If you don't really want to work that hard to be good, don't. Just don't. It's okay to not be good at shit, man. Graveyard. Give me more Planeswalkers. Transform. Give me a Planeswalker right now. Almost. Narset, get me Liliana.
stillness before action.
Thank you.
Let's skip to the good part.
Does Deckless have 61 cards to anyone else? No, it should be updated. Should be updated. It did not update. Fuck. Okay, that's helpful. Thank you. Okay, so yeah, I wonder why it didn't update. That's really weird. Okay, let's think here. We probably don't need the Dovin's Vetoes. Despark is nice. Tyrant, Scorn, Thought Erasure are nice. Vroskas, I'd want an Eldar, Rebarndar. These seem like they'd be nice. Both of Kaya's don't seem as useful, despite the fact that I think they're tight. Yeah, I mean, I feel pretty comfortable being a little greedy in this matchup. Kev, 2010, 390. Whoa! Whoa, meow! Asks, is it better to do best of 1 ranked games or best of 3? I just prefer best of 3. It's a little bit more skill intensive. Which means I get punished harder when I mess up. Helps me learn. Yeah, why not? Looks good to me. LGTM. Alex, did you basically quit Hearthstone? I'm taking what I will describe as an extended break from Hearthstone. I'm just a little... I grew a little tired of the meta. Alright. Oh, my little kitten. Oh my god, this is my kitten. This is my little baby girl. This is Despy. Let's see if we can get a little Despy meow. Despy! Hey! Wow, you're really happy to be held. Look at her paws. Ah, what a good cat. No, father, no! Fucking love my cats, man. My cats are the sickest. You ever consider a third cat? All the time. If I got a third cat, I would name him Wally. Oh. Wally the cat. And as you know, Wally is short for walrus. Despy? Despy, no! Get out of there! Get out of there. Come here. Come here. No! Don't chew on the damn cord. Come here. Come on. Here, go to the lap. I made a whole lap for you. This is your lap. No, don't chew on the cord. I love my baby girls. What are you doing to me, sweet lass? All right. God, my cat's the best. Yeah, I mean, actually, I would say that like the biggest downside that almost all games have right now is that they're not Magic the Gathering Arena, which I am enjoying quite a huge ass load. Which is probably not the right phrasing, but you know, what are you gonna do? I'm enjoying it so much. Would you just... I know you want to hang out with Dad, but if you're gonna do it, you can't chew on my things. Field of Ruin. Alright, so what to do? I think... I mean, I have a sensation that I'm gonna get my shit blowed up, so I'm gonna go ahead and nurse it.
Keep an open mind.
Teferi, Hero of Dominaria. Is there Doters tomorrow? I was initially not going to. I might, because I've been playing some Dota, and patch 722 is pretty tight. I'm more than likely just going to play Magic. I need some more coffee, man. Hey, what are you chewing on? What's up? Oh, we're stretching? That's good. Alright, I will get a Schwampo.
and ill refined.
Kefnet. Is Purge going? No, I'm doing Dota every other week right now. Free up some time for the other video games. Dude, this land destruction ass deck is killing me. It's myrtling me. Yeah, I'll take that action. Is that Luigi's Mansion you're humming again? I gotta stop humming this fucking song. I gotta get some different songs to hum. Bum bum ba-dum. Bum bum ba-dum. Oh, salut Vivienne! Qu'est-ce qui se passe?
I've seen things that would break someone like you.
The song I was humming is The Trial from the Chrono Trigger soundtrack. Can your pal Day 9 get a Lando off the top?
No time for a break.
Island Nexus, what do you guys think about the Game of Thrones finale? I'm sure there's people in chat who would like to say, oh! Oh! Can I just say Avatar The Last Airbender is the greatest television show that has ever been made? I love Avatar The Last Airbender. That show is so good. That show is so dang gosh damn darn fucking good. It's farting great, man. Oh, shit. Banana Tar. The Last Airbender. Which thing, Cora? I haven't seen it yet. I wish to see it one day. Wish it I do. Someone's a real fucking asshole.
I won't let you win.
Someone is a piece of shit. And I don't want them to play it. That's bad. This is bad.
Hold that thought.
How do I deal with that fucking thing, huh? I'm eventually gonna run out of land.
Not bad for a mouse.
Hey, I am the Shaz. Thanks for passing the word from Treatsy on. Treatsy, one of the non-subs, wanted to post a message. Sent it to I am the Shaz. And I mean, I'll say what I say with some frequency. You should never feel any pressure or obligation to subscribe, even if you watch this show non-stop. Rats. Float mana. No, it doesn't matter if you float mana. He just passes to the next phase and casts.
Time for plan B.
The mana can't stay from phase to phase. Could have had a black mana open to be able to address that. It's just target permanent fucking butts.
Keep up the pace.
actually need to do like this. When someone gifted treats you a sub, man, it's dope. This is hurting us. It's hurting us indeed. Carney Boy hurts a bit. This is like such an interesting deck. We were up against...
We need to move quickly.
It was Teferi quite contrary.
By my peers.
This one, please.
Hone your prowess.
Fuck.
Let's slow this down.
Get that out of here. Man, this is rough. Damn. Figured it out. I think what I need to do is just be a little noise bringer to Raven. See if our opponent passes the turn. Because in this position, what our opponent should do is just go to combat, and it doesn't matter that we float mana. Oh, I tapped the wrong color. Wow. I suck. Our opponent sucks, but we suck more, you know what I mean? Goodbye, Teferi. I'll miss you.
I suppose that's how it was meant to happen.
Let's just get the Kai's right
Just
now.
the trick for this.
Sort of perfect, sort of cool.
No, I am not making this up as I go.
Joel says, why don't you try doing a series with Purge where you teach them StarCraft 2? I think right now I'm still not that interested in making StarCraft 2 content. I like being a StarCraft fan, just watching a lot. Making StarCraft content actually just consumed so much time. Like when I did the Day 9 dailies for StarCraft 2, that was like most of the week was just doing that. And then when StarCraft Remastered came out, that Let's Learn StarCraft series,
Now what?
that also too was like all I did for about 6 months. I'm literally getting owned so badly. Oh my god. I think we're basically dead. This is so cute. Let me think here. Yeah, and basically it's one of those things where I want to watch StarCraft and Brood War. Because, believe it or not, I like StarCraft. I don't know if you guys know I'm interested in StarCraft games. But it sort of like turns me into more, like 95% of the pie chart of the day is just StarCraft. And I just like waking up doing some other work, then just playing Magic the Gathering, and then getting done and eating dinner and watching some Korean dramas, and then in the evening catching up on some GSL. Like that's I like doing that. And so yeah, no, I just kind of enjoy being a StarCraft fan at the moment. I'm trying to think if there's some cute way that I can get like Ashiok to burn through his nerds. I think I'm going in Fancy Play Syndrome. Going to Fancy Play Syndrome. Ipaquala says, Mono Battles and big matches are easy though. Maybe next Day-Night Appreciation Day. Oh yeah, Day-Night Festivals are an easy way to just do some spamming on. Dem team games. Ooh, I think I like this one. StarCraft's still the best game ever, though. And you can't convince me otherwise. Can't convince me otherwise. Alright. I see an elf, I scorn it. Get out of here. You know, perhaps I have actually boarded in too much removally doovally stuff. Oh, Teferi time Wevewa. I like a Teferi. Wait, is my opponent actually legit missed land drops? That's how it's fucking done, man. Ba-boom. I appreciate that, Jolka. Ooh. Oh my god, this feels so good. Yeah, let's get this in there. Boom. Yeah, you know, I actually haven't looked at the list of land destruction, but now that I think of it, if the low half is just explore creatures that helps stay alive until the massive land destructo action can occur. Graveyard, then that makes me realize that I don't actually need a lot of sweepery, deepery do's. I'm just gonna Teferi quite contrary. Maybe I should have minused it, but... Yeah, by the way, Eric is giving away Selesnya Conclave deck codes for Magic the Gathering. I actually legit cannot believe how many of those we still have to give away.
I require servants. Your corpse will volunteer. Rise and shine.
Oh, I've done the hero thing.
I've done the hero thing.
Only time will
Fucking holy shit, man.
So easily.
Oh my god, I wanna fucking die. Oh shit, man. Fuck. Alright, my name's Day 9 and I love digging. I gotta slow the game down like a lot. I suppose I could have just minus forward. Take that action. Well, we have our friends here. Is this the thing that I have to nuke? I feel like it is, because I'm kind of all in on this right now. I mean, yeah. When this pupper flips, then I need to immediately dig. Resolve. Graveyard. Transform. Draw. Pre-main phase, draw it. Alright, we're the best. Always draw first. Go. Yeah, alright. Line them up. Now we just get ruined by Field of Ruin. Oh my god, one time. One time! Oh! Oh! Alan X says, what is the best way to understand Magic in your opinion, given that I can't really play the game? I mean, I have to do this. And then I don't have enough mana. So I don't actually care if our stuff gets revealed, because we're losing an absorb either way. But if I cast the absorb, then I can't keep the absorb up. If you're trying to learn how to play Magic without actually playing the game, I would... Oh, fuck! Yes! It's me, the Thief of Sanity. Ah! I would just go watch a YouTube series of some streamer, content creator learning Magic from the beginning and just learn along with them. Like, you're not going to learn the basics of how to play this puppy here with me, with Pal Day 9. You ain't going to learn that here. Look at my beautiful deck. Fuck. It's actually not the worst. I have a deck full of absorbs. Feels positive, dude. So we can win this. Can't believe I'm saying such stupid phrases like we can win this in a game where, like, I was unbelievably far ahead and then got... No! Not that one!
You know what? I'm not done yet.
We were getting absolutely demolished. I should have just untapped that one. Herp, ba-derp, ba-derp. Actually, no, we're fine. We're gonna... Chemister's Insight, we should probably convert one. Alright, I have my Carney friend.
Hurry!
Oh.
This isn't a fight you
That one. Oh, yeah. Get out of here. Ah. It's happening. Yeah. Fucking sick. This one. And this one. Oh, yeah. Holy shit. Dude, let's play this deck tomorrow. The Quine. Where's my Bastion?
Move quickly.
Where's my Corn's Bastion?
in mind.
Here goes nothing.
We're gonna need this again. We have 19 cards left. Shit. Boy, is it hard for me to win this game. Get him, Kefnet. Yeah, atta guy. Atta guy. Alright. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, we won the game. Whew. Man. Do you ever feel the timer's too generous? No. I don't. Feels fine to me. I don't really have a big opinion on it either way. I don't really have a big opinion on either way. Dum. Play first. Yeah, I mean I have a pair of Azcantas. Alright. Oh my god, are we up against the same deck again? It's dead poo. Oh god, I'm like so stressed. Oh my god, please just be regular Sultai. Graveyard. Oh shit. Alright, punished. Alright, hanging out. Command the Dreadhorde? Ah, yes. Okay, this is the Sultai that uses this thing where you can, like, resurrect from your graveyard a ton of Wild Growth Walkers and Jade Light Rangels. Yeah! Library. So, cool. Alright, we're probably going to be looking for that sweet Mortify target. Skagetto Loaf says, hey man, just got to see John Wick. I gotta say I agree wholeheartedly with your hype assessment of this movie. It was an epic joyous experience. Loved it. Dude, that movie is great. I love that movie. I mean, what is 5 cost that I would actually be concerned about? I think I just blow it up. Oh, that's right, Nissa. Fuck. Of course, Nissa. I was like, what's 5 mana? I guess Vivian Reed we're like sort of okay with, but not a lot of decks have been running her as much. Keep forgetting that Nissa, who shakes the world, has become the biggest hyped-ass planeswalker as of late. Well, that's fine. That's all fine. It's all fine. Forests. This is just Island Swamp. These are just lands. Great. Doesn't really matter. It's getting killed. Let's keep the land a-flowing, huh? I'll probably have to Teferi Nissa. Ugh. Tap and untap and tap and untap. I really like Nissa a lot. Notice this, whenever you tap a forest, add an additional tree. So this swamp forest here activates it. This woodland cemetery does not.
Behold, nature's true power.
Oh dang, so we're dead, huh? Farts. Fuck. Alright, that helps us a little bit. Doesn't really change any of our problems, though. Ah. Ah, yeah. Alright. Got our opponent down to 17. Please, please. One time. Ah, crap.
My elemental friend.
God, there's just so much pressure. The fact that it's haste. I guess graveyard. Do I want to transform? Sure, why not? Ah. Ah. So I actually think that Thief of Sanity is good in this matchup. I think Dovin's Veto is less good. Tyrant Scorn, I'm actually not super keen on, because we have a lot of ways to make magic happen. And I kind of like putting in Eldest. And should we put in Elder Spell? I actually don't think so. I think we don't need it. I think this is about right. This is about right. Because my real problem in that game is that I lost any ability to stabilize early on, and then I couldn't play Teferi. Because if I can get a Teferi unprotected, then it's just like great. No land. Sure. Shadowcast says you want to cry the Carnarium. Why? Why is that? Why would you want cry? Why, oh why would we want to cry, oh cry? I just think that we'd have a tough time trying to cast that pupper.
If you wish to surrender, hone your prowess.
I think we definitely want Teferi, Hero of Dominaria. We'll probably lose Narset. Oh, but Jugular. Oh my god. Words that have not been spoken in so long. But Jugular. Oh my god, it was downright but Jugular, man. This is why I don't like cries, because the probability of there being enough 2 health things is... seems low. Freaking Bejugular. It's spelled B-J-U-E-J-E-U-L-E-R. Let's see. I think Mortify. I'll Mortify because I'm a pretty good guy. Maybe I do want the Tyrant Scorn in there. Oh my god, there's Tamil in this pupper too. Whoa! She calls Nissa. Nissa, who shakes the world? Into the pit with ya. This is a good opportunity as any to play Teferi, Hero of Dominaria.
I'll keep up the pace.
Teferi time leveler. Don't hit Nissa. Don't hit Nissa.
No tail should be discarded.
Oh, is that it? Okay. Hit me. God, the fact that Teferi lives at 1 is fantastic. Bop. Bop, bop. Toot, toot. Into the bin, witcha. Or doth she stay? Alright, so first things first, we're gonna draw.
Hold that
See what we
thought.
get. Super cool. Super duper very cool. Fucking hate some of these passive effects, man. Really hate some of these passive effects, man, let me tell you. Oh my god. You know, I once upon a time, I heard a player say that the way you learn in games is you do something and then it hurts. And that's how you remember, is because you don't want to do the thing that hurts anymore. And that hurt. You know, that hurt.
I think you
That hurt.
find my notes helpful.
Oh my god. 2 Nissas? Fuck, man. Well, I guess we're boarding an Elder Spell if we live. Fuck,
Only a
fuck.
matter of time.
Together, we will prevail.
Ah. Alright, no taxis. That's nice. It's very good. I'm just getting out of this game. I don't want to play this deck anymore. This deck sucks.